To 4 in a row, what a goal it is. 15 for the season.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome back to the Melbourne victory, where in today's episode we have got two games coming up to wrap up the year 2025. You join us at a time where currently it is Boxing Day. It's just gone Boxing Day in game. It's summer here in Australia. This video goes out on the 9th of it goes out on the 11th of December. So in 2 weeks today it is Christmas, and we are experiencing it in game now. It's currently 24 degrees, expected to be in the game that we play tomorrow against the Brisbane Roar. As you can see there, we play against them and then we go and play against Western United at home. I think two really good games that we have coming up today. 8 games into the season. We have in total, we'll have to play 26. So we are already like a third of the way through the season, and we've actually put ourselves into a bit of a better position. We've done well in our last few games. So since last time out, we had a 2-1 loss against MacArthur FC here, as you can see. I just thought we were making the chances, but nothing was coming for us in the end, and it just wasn't good enough. So we had to work on a few things. I think the thing was we weren't positive enough. So we played against the Melbourne City, a 2-1 win away from home. The Newcastle Jets, a 3-1 win at home. A week later, or 3 weeks later actually, we go away to the Melbourne City again, and we beat them in a derby day. We've beat them twice. I've just realised that is literally a derby game for us. The Melbourne City, and we beat them twice away from home in the space of 3 weeks. Is pretty impressive. The Central Coast Mariners, who I believe are first, they're second there, as you can see, they came to us. We had a 2-1 loss, but we didn't play too bad, and then a 1-1 draw against Sydney FC. We find ourselves in 5th place at the moment in the league, in a much better position, and we play against two teams today where we should be able to hopefully pick up some more points. The Western United, who currently sit bottom of the table as they did last year as well, and then we play against the Brisbane Roar, who find themselves in 9th place. So overall, we're in a pretty good position, and it's going to continue today. The first game against the Brisbane Roar. So the team for this game against the Brisbane Roar starts with Izzo in goal. We've got a backline of Broxham, Gerrier, Chapman, Harvey, Teague, Makach, Choi make up midfield. We've got Arseny back on the left, Economidis on the right, Fornaroli up top. He's on 14 goals and 11 in 8 games in the league on currently, if we're going to take a look for the golden boot. Kick off here in this game against the Brisbane Roar. We have an early chance. It's Fornaroli who had a set piece, and now we have a set piece here. Choi does start in the middle for us. Hopefully he can have a good game there. I think he's quite a good player that we have in these ranks and in that hole. I think it's a position that we've not really got nailed on. Giovanni has struggled a little bit in that position. We also have, if we're going to take a look, Giovanni is there. We have Velupilai, who's been playing a little bit on the left, but we could potentially move Arseny into the middle and then Velupilai over to the left. We also have Corey as well, who's had a few games there, so it'll be interesting to see how that position develops, because we've not had anyone get really nailed on yet. I think how it'll kind of work out for us is it's quite a free role, so as we bring players in there and test, the best player in that free role will probably be nailed on. It's a lot of freedom. If that position goes wrong, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously we would like it to go right, but say they have a bad game, it's not going to bring down the team too drastically, but should they have a good game, it could really bring up the team. So that's kind of what we're looking for with that number 10 type player then, whoever it is. They get that creative role to do as they wish, and then we have to make a judgment off of that, but we'll have to see. It's good that we're in a bit of a better spell of form since last time out. We've had 6 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 2 losses in that time. Much better than the opening 2 losses that we had, and hopefully it can continue as we're forced into an early save here. I think we need to go a little bit more positive. We've definitely been the best when we've been attacking. One thing I know we said about how Fornaroli is really good. Leigh Broxham, he has the most appearances I found out ever in the A-League. He holds the record for most appearances, and in his final season I think it makes sense to keep playing such a legend in at left back. We don't really have anyone better, but you can put a shift in there. Just the one cap for the Australian national team, which is crazy really, but overall his technicals might not be there, but he can do a job for us at left back. He plays as basically an inverted fullback anyway, so he kind of steps into that back three, and I think it's a good position for him to take up. He's not been bad there at all. He's just turned up when we needed to, and overall that is a sign of really, really good play. Over 400 games played, nearly 500 games over 20 years. He's a very, very good player, and it's good to have players like that. As our captain as well, we need players like that in this team, and hopefully they can steer us towards that third place finish as the half-time whistle goes in this game. It's been a bit of a quiet first half, but we'll have to see what we can go and do in the second. We are in the kind of pink kit, the light, very light kit that you can see here. Jerry is playing in right back. That is because of a bit of an injury that we have for in Sarah at the back, so Jerry has stepped in, and then Harvey going in at right back. Here's Choi on the ball. Is that a foul in there? The decision is going to be made, and if we get a penalty here, I think it's Fornaroli who's going to have a chance to add to his already expanding goal tally, 11 goals for the season so far. I don't know if he will take it. I think it might be someone else who does, but we'll have to see. The decision is going to be penalty given. It's Choi who takes the penalty. Actually, I probably should put Fornaroli on it. It's something that I always forget to do, the penalty assignment, but we'll have to see. Here's Choi with the penalty, and he puts it into that top left corner. 1-0 we lead here in this game, and we are on our way to that third place finish if we continue to play like this. It's a lovely penalty from Choi there, and now we lead 1-0 here in this game. Much better stuff, a lot more positive, really direct, but at the same time we're holding a lot of possession, we're defending really, really well, we're not letting a lot of chances get through, and overall there's not too much cause for complaint here in this game, as Makac has a bit of defending to do. He's playing a bit more of an advanced role, so are both of the midfielders. They've been instructed to play a little bit more of an advanced role. Defending required here. It's a ball that goes all the way through across to the other side. Economidis wins it back into Choi, and now he goes long with the ball. It comes to the left back here for the Brisbane Roar, and they'll look to do something now. What will they do? Taking their time with this ball, their first real chance as we go and look to win it back. The midfielders, as I said, a bit more of an advanced role. Makac is going into a kind of more bizarre. He is a very creative player, so I think it makes sense to try him out there, and he is going to be there for the foreseeable future. I've just realised, or I'm remembering to do, I should say, keep the mic a bit further away. I've been realising that it has been quite loud in the edit, but if I stay far away it also gets quite quiet, so we'll have to see how that works out. Hopefully it's a little bit better. Here's Fornaroli standing over a free kick. Can he raise the roof with a shot? Here it's a shot that is denied by the Brisbane Roar goalkeeper. Brisbane Roar, one of the teams who obviously made the Asian Champions League 2, and we missed out on it, the Melbourne Victory. I don't know how it works. I still think third place is what gets us the kind of, the Asian Champions League 2. But also it's a good goal for us because you've got these two teams at the top who usually get there, the Wellington Phoenix and the Melbourne City, who've not started well, but the Wellington Phoenix have. It might be a different team who get up there, like the Central Coast Mariners or potentially the Sydney FC, so we'll have to see who it is who gets into that top two position. But a third place for this team, just like the outsiders. I think it would be good. Economidis with a finish. I think he's offside, but if he isn't, then that should be our first 3 points wrapped up of the episode. We've had a little break going into this game, like 2 weeks, which has been good. Will the goal stand? The goal does stand. That is 2-0 here in this game, and overall a very, very dominant display. Will come away with the 3 points away from home. We move up to 4th place here in the league table, a few points behind the other teams, including Sydney, the Central Coast Mariners and the Wellington Phoenix, but we're a few points clear of, for example, the Melbourne City, Perth Glory, and a point clear of Adelaide United, who are having a bit of a better season by the looks of it. So we'll have to see. 10 games in now, or 9 games in, I should Say we've got 17 games left to go, and a third of the way in. It's not been bad. We will obviously have those playoffs. I think they count to the, I don't know, do they count to the whole total? So we might have some more games. It might be a 5-game season. I have tried to work it out, so it is a 4-game season, but if we have those extra games, it may be 5. We'll have to see. The full-time whistle goes in this game, so 2-0 win. And the team for this game against Western United starts with Izzo in goal. We've got a backline of Broxham, Geria, Chapman, Harvey, Teague, Giovanni and Troy today, Arseny, Economidis and Fornaroli up top. Kick-off here in this game against Western United. I assume north, east, south, west. That means they're in the Western Australia part. Obviously, there's like regions of Australia, and that must mean they must have quite the travel. Potentially, why they must struggle so much. Well, they've not struggled here in these opening moments, but it would make sense. That's why they've they came last year, and then they're at the bottom of the table again this year because they have to make such a significant travel. It's no joke. It's like 3-4 hours to get across Australia, and they'd have to make that travel every single away day, and teams would have to make that travel to them, which I guess is a bit of a disadvantage. But travelling away all the time, we only have to do it once a season, potentially twice a season. These guys have to do it like, I don't even know, 14, 15 times a season, something like that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, and you've got to respect it, really. They want to be involved in this, and all the teams could be on the East Coast, but I guess not. They all don't have to be. And Western United is an example of this. Now we need to do a bit more defending. We don't want to go 2-0 down inside the early moments of this game. There's a header in, and it is 2-0 here for Western United. What a start it's been for them. 4 minutes in, and we've not defended well at all. We really should be doing much better than this. It's the Western Sydney Wanderers, who are another Western team now that I think about it, who find themselves at the bottom of the table now after we basically just gifted that result to this team here early on. But I think we can go and pull it back, go into this game and get the result that we need. It's just been a really poor start. It's not like we're going to play out this for the rest of the game. Hopefully, I mean, in recent times we've seen a few embarrassing results. Hopefully we don't see something similar here, but we will have to see how we go in the rest of this game as 20 minutes goes. Are we going to find a goal before half time, or will it be frustrating, very frustrating, you would say, first half? As long as we don't go 4-0 down, that would probably be a little less frustrating, but at the same time, it's been a bit of an annoying one, really. We'll go and close the tablet there and take a look at this chance that we have here as Broxham and Geria have a bit of a combination at the back. Arseny now finds himself on the ball, back into Broxham. There's a person we can look to, is probably him. So many games at this club, we need to use his experience. While Economidis into Troy, back post, Arseny, can he have the shot? He does, and it's off a Western United player. It's an own goal in the end, and that is the goal to get us back in this game, pull it back to just one goal apart between these two teams. And now we've got a very interesting second half lined up here in this game. We've been with this we haven't had a shot on target, but we've managed to get a goal, so we can't really complain too much here as 42 minutes goes in this game. Are we going to find another goal before half time, or will it be to the second half where we'll have to do that as Economidis does well to win this ball back into Chapman now. Chapman, where will he go with the ball? He could look to go and advance it. Giovanni into Troy. Troy, can he go over the top? He's not able to. It falls to Broxham into Arseny now. Arseny, where can he go now? Down this left side. He's going to look to well, I don't even know what he's done there. He's deliberated and not come away with it in the end. Broxham, where will he go now? Will he play it through the middle, over the top, down the line, into Chapman? We're taking our time. A bit of a patient build-up here. It's Harvey down this right side who gets his second start in the last two games. Geria now. Why are we taking so long? There's a few boos ringing around the AAMI Park as Arseny, lovely ball in behind. Can he release the shot? He does! And that is 2-2 here in this game. We've hit back at the Western United, and that is 2-2. We've pulled it back, and Arseny has been instrumental in both those goals. He didn't get any credit for the first one, but he does get this goal here, and it's Troy with the assist from playing in the hole who makes it 2-2 here, and as we said before, that goal went in. Now we have a very interesting second half on our hands. It looks like we've been, now that we've tied it up, the much better team. It's an interesting formation that the Western United play in this game. You know, wing backs, they have kind of a back three, 2 midfielders, and then an enganche, an attacking midfielder, and a poacher. Which is an interesting one. They must have one of the players going forward to have a poacher as playing as more the main striker instead of that poacher. It'll be interesting to see. I think you can see the shape here, the kind of 2 strikers that they're trying to press with. It transitions into kind of a 3, but it does look a little bit all over the place in the midfield. Economidis into Fornaroli. What a goal it is! 15 for the season, Fornaroli, 37 years of age, and we have completed the comeback here in this game against Western United. There you see, we move up to 3rd place in the league table, and overall it's been a pretty good day's work. 70 minutes gone in this game. Can we go and get a few more goals? It will be 6 out of 6 points. Very, very good performance in today's episode. What a little ball it is from Choi, and he's not topped off in the end by Economidis. A little Rabona into Economidis from Choi. You can see he's starting to grow into that position, and we will have a penalty here. And I have just done the penalties before this game. It's going to be Fornaroli who will have the chance to go and get another goal and take his tally up to 13, I believe. In this, I don't know, did he score last game? We can go and take a look. He didn't score, so he could go up to 13 as he steps up, takes the penalty, and he puts it into that top left corner. 13 for the league season. We're only 10 games in. How many can we get? We could get a 30-goal season out of him if he can. I mean, if we think about it, we can go and take a look. He scored 1.3 goals a game, and we play how many games? 26. So 26 times by 1.3 is like what? It's like 34 goals or something like that. Could be a very, very interesting season for him. 20 goals, and I would be happy with that. But we're already up to 13. So only 7 away, and we have like 16 games plus the extra probably 3 games that we have coming up should we get to a final. I still don't know how it works. Overall, a very good performance from him. We'll go and make some changes here. I think we're going to bring on Corey to the left side. We'll bring off Broxham, obviously 37. We don't want to cause anything too serious for him at his age, and then Villupari onto the right side today. See how he does in these final few moments. But the full-time whistle is going to go here in this game, and overall it's a very, very good display. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you this little tune. I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.